Hi, I'm Chef Raphael and welcome to Cooking with Chef Raphael, a show that is all about everyday cooking at home. Make sure to subscribe to the channel because I actually have a weekly episode that I'll be airing on YouTube. So today I'm going to show you how to make pork chops with rosemary potatoes and French beans. So for the meat, the most important thing that you need to note is it should be at room temperature. So what I'm doing is just seasoning it with salt and pepper because it actually adds the flavor. I'm using sea salt, which is actually the one that I'm grinding right now. But of course you can use any salt that you have at home. And then again, if you have ground black pepper or white pepper, you can also use it. It's just that for me, for my preference, I prefer one like freshly ground. A small amount of oil on top of the meat, and that will help in the grilling. And a lot of people ask about marination. To be honest, marination is not so necessary. In this particular case, you don't need to marinate. So all you need is salt and pepper, as you've just seen. And now it's ready for cooking. The reason why we apply the oil, when you're applying the oil, is that when you place it on the hot pan, start cooking. And you want to hear that sizzle sound. Now, I'll also, like I said, I'll also show you how to make rosemary potatoes. Take a small amount of oil. It's as simple as just cutting them into cubes or whatever size you like. Put them in cold water and salt, and then when they boil, just make sure that they are fully cooked. What I want is for them to start browning, and that's why I put a little bit of oil. And then back to the meat. The way you know the meat is ready to turn is it will start like sweating, like removing liquid from the top. When you're using honey, the good thing is you actually have to put it towards the end. If you put it too early, like if you say you want to marinate it, what will happen is that the honey will burn. And then same thing on the other side. And what happens is as you put the honey on the hot meat, the honey will actually start like melting. This is nice and brown, but if you had put it earlier, this would have been totally burnt. So that's why you put it at the last time. Now it's ready for serving. Let's go to the potatoes. So now the potatoes have a golden brown. It started to brown slightly. At this stage, I'll add my rosemary. Now at this stage, you can actually leave it like this. You know, the potatoes are nice and have a slight brown to them. They are already nice and tasty, but to make it more interesting and tastier, I'll add a little bit of margarine. And the margarine helps with the browning and also the extra flavor. Remember, the margarine you're adding at the very last moment, but I will also say it's optional. Cook the rest of the meat and then cover this, ready for service. So what I usually do is place potatoes or the starch on one end, and then your vegetables. And by the way, the vegetables should be more. So the pork chops on the side, and there you have it. I hope you learned something. It's been pork chops with honey. The honey, remember, is optional. French beans with tomatoes, and the rosemary potatoes. Make sure, by the way, you subscribe to the channel to be getting regular updates. I have a weekly show on cooking. So until next time, I'm Chef Raphael.